Have you ever felt so alone that the silence became louder than any sound around you? Have you ever sat in a dark room, surrounded by people, yet felt completely abandoned? Because that's exactly where this story begins. One night, one broken heart, one desperate plea, and a darkness that seemed endless. I never imagined my life would reach this point. There was a time when laughter came easily. There was a time when hope felt natural. There was a time when I believed the people I loved would never leave. But life has a way of changing everything. Slowly, quietly, painfully. The darkness didn't arrive all at once. It came piece by piece, a missed phone call, an unanswered message, a broken promise, a goodbye that never received a proper explanation. Before I realized it, the world around me felt empty. The nights became longer, the silence became heavier, the loneliness became unbearable. I tried pretending I was okay. I smiled when people looked at me. I laughed when conversations demanded it. I told everyone I was fine, but deep inside, I was falling apart. Then came the night that changed everything. The night when I finally stopped hiding my pain. The night when my heart could no longer carry the weight alone. The night when I whispered words I never thought I would say. I am begging you, don't leave me alone in this darkness. Those words didn't come from weakness. They came from a heart that had been fighting battles nobody could see, a heart exhausted from carrying pain in silence, a heart desperate for one person to stay, one person to listen, one person to understand. Because sometimes we don't need money, sometimes we don't need success, sometimes we don't need answers. Sometimes we simply need someone who refuses to walk away, someone who stays when life becomes difficult, someone who stays when tears replace smiles, someone who stays when the darkness feels endless. That night, I learned something important. The deepest wounds are often invisible, the loudest cries are sometimes silent, and the strongest people are often the ones struggling the most. But what happened after I made that desperate plea shocked me. The response I received changed my life forever. It revealed the truth about love, loyalty, and human connection that I will never forget. Did someone stay? Did someone leave? Did the darkness finally end? Stay until the end of this story, because what happened next might be the emotional reminder you didn't know you needed. Midnight shadows gathered, fading moonlight trembled, silent loneliness arrived, heavy heartaches lingered, buried emotions surfaced, hidden sorrow awakened, cold corridors stretched, empty spaces remained, quiet stillness settled, trembling hands reached, shaking breaths faltered, fragile strength weakened, storm-filled heavens darkened, restless winds wandered, gray horizons vanished, deep inside, far beneath, beyond appearances, a wounded soul kept calling softly, please stay nearby. Darkness feels endless. Silence feels frightening. Isolation feels unbearable. Memories drift backward. Old chapters reopen. Painful scenes return. Forgotten laughter echoes. Lost moments reappear. Distant voices linger. Tear filled eyes lowered. Quivering posture weakened. Aching spirits suffered, rain-covered windows shimmered, clouded skylines blurred, fading daylight disappeared. Nobody understands fully. Behind forced smiles, countless battles rage, hidden wounds bleed, unspoken fears grow. One caring touch could change everything. Therefore, hear me. Abandonment hurts deeply. Separation wounds greatly. Distance burdens heavily. Hope still flickers. Faith still survives. Courage still breathes. Though darkness surrounds, a small light, a warm embrace, make survival possible. So hear this. I am begging, I am pleading, I am hoping. Don't walk away. Don't disappear suddenly. Don't leave tonight. Sleepless hours crawled, dim reflections shimmered, chilling silence deepened, abandoned pathways twisted, desolate corners waited, vacant doorways lingered, moist eyelashes glistened, tearful gazes lowered, quaking shoulders trembled, far away thunder echoed, misty rainfalls descended, bleak skylines darkened, uncertain tomorrows frightened, difficult questions surfaced, harsh realities appeared, crushed expectations scattered, shattered wishes vanished, ruined fantasies faded, frost covered mornings arrived, colorless landscapes stretched, dreary surroundings remained. A lonely whisper traveled endlessly outward, crossed silent distances, searched caring ears. Stay beside me, remain near me, protect fragile pieces. This burden overwhelms. Without companionship nearby, nightmares grow stronger, heartaches deepen further, worries multiply endlessly. Ancient recollections returned, bittersweet flashbacks surfaced, weathered memories lingered, childhood innocence vanished, carefree seasons departed, golden moments disappeared, still longing persisted. Outside branches swayed, wandering breezes traveled, cloud banks drifted slowly. Inside, fragile emotions, within wounded chambers, among restless thoughts, hope flickered faintly, determination quietly survived, resilience stubbornly endured. One faithful promise would brighten darkness, therefore, hear clearly, hold trembling fingers, guard vulnerable feelings, shelter weary spirit. Pitch black evenings lingered, faint starlight shimmered, restless shadows wandered, throbbing heartstrings ached, bruised emotions suffered, fractured confidence weakened, wind-swept branches rattled, distant rooftops glistened, fog-covered streets blurred. A silent prayer rose toward heavens, crossed endless distances, surged compassionate hearts. Loneliness grew heavier, isolation felt colder, solitude became unbearable, unfinished conversations haunted, weathered photographs remained, dust covered keepsakes survived, faded recollections surfaced, lost opportunities saddened, missed chances lingered, regret filled reflections deepened, stillness filled chambers, quiet occupied spaces, emptiness stretched endlessly. One caring heartbeat could comfort wounds. Outside, rainfall continued. Silver droplets sparkled. Clouded horizons darkened. Inside aching spirit. Within fragile existence. Among wounded thoughts, determination fought onward. Perseverance stood firm. Inner resilience survived. Though fear persisted, a tender embrace could restore hope. Listen carefully now. Understand deeply, please. Remember always this: certain tears unseen, beneath calm appearances, behind quiet expressions, under brave disguises, lives a dreamer, still loving endlessly. Therefore, stay near. Therefore, leave never. Dawn barely arrived. Pale sunlight struggled. Muted brightness lingered. Weary footsteps wandered. Exhausted thoughts drifted. Burdened feelings remained. Gray horizons stretched. Misty valleys darkened. Silent landscapes waited. Another lonely chapter pressed heavily downward, weighed deeply inward, settled painfully within. Tear-soaked reflections surfaced. Heartbreaking memories returned. Sorrow-filled visions appeared. Familiar laughter echoed. Cherished moments revisited. Beloved faces reappeared. Yet absence lingered. A desperate request reached toward someone, searched caring arms, desired gentle shelter. Cold evenings deepened. Moonlit darkness expanded. Quiet shadows lengthened. Sleepless reflections continued. Wistful thoughts wandered. Melancholy awareness grew. One trusted companion could ease loneliness. Outside rivers flowed. Autumn leaves drifted. Wandering breezes traveled. Nature kept moving. Seasons kept changing. Time continued onward. Inside wounded chambers, within fragile depths, among aching heartstrings, resilience slowly strengthened. Courage gradually awakened. Endurance quietly flourished. Tiny sparks glimmered. Faint hope survived. Gentle faith remained. Though storms gathered, a peaceful horizon waited somewhere ahead, shined beyond distance, called softly onward. So, hear clearly, guard precious feelings, protect vulnerable pieces, cherish devoted hearts. Twilight colors faded, drifting shadows deepened, quiet nightfall settled, trembling heartbeats echoed, aching soul strings stretched, bruised sentiments lingered, rain-washed pavements glistened, silver moonbeams shimmered, distant lanterns flickered, another silent evening, another fragile struggle, another lonely battle, pressed against hope, tested inner strength, challenged steadfast courage. Forgotten melodies returned, precious recollections surfaced, treasured moments awakened, warm embraces lingered, gentle promises remained, loving memories survived. Now emptiness whispered, now sorrow wandered, now longing persisted, a heartfelt signal, a desperate calling, a vulnerable confession. reached beyond silence, crossed barren distances, sought faithful companionship. Dark corridors stretched, vacant rooms waited, motionless doorways lingered. Fear knocked softly, doubt gathered quietly, anxiety hovered nearby. Still determination endured, still bravery survived, still resilience persisted. Beneath wounded layers, within fragile depths, across shattered pieces, tiny radiance glowed, subtle optimism stirred, renewed belief awakened, one caring gesture, one supportive presence, one devoted spirit could transform darkness, could soften despair, could restore balance. Outside oceans roared, wandering clouds traveled, autumn breezes danced, existence continued onward, destiny remained unwritten, future chapters awaited. Therefore, stay nearby, therefore, remain constant, therefore, hold tightly, leave neither suddenly, abandon nobody helpless, forsake nothing precious, for this dreamer, for this survivor, for this heart still seeks comfort, still desires shelter, still believes deeply.